stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Stop, dude. Sorry, my cat's is being very, very whiny. Like really whiny. More whiny than usual. But yes, I'm live again. I'm going to get it out of my system. It's just, I saw something. And yeah. Dion, homie, don't play. I don't know what you want, Bastion. I cannot pet you all day long. That's not going to happen. All right, we're going to keep this in trudging together, family. Good morning. Two lives in the morning. I'm actually avoiding what I need to get done also. That's part of it. But sometimes I like to talk on these things and get them over with, right? All right, we're done sharing. We should be close to the 3-minute mark. Not even close. Not even close. I get started about 3-minute mark. You know, all of this matters in how we say things and what we say to ourselves, even about people. Even about people. Come here, whiny butt. Hi, I'm Bastion. I'm a whiny butt today. Okay, he's a lap kitty. He's my only lap kitty. The other cats are like, pet me, I'm gonna run. Pet me, I'm gonna run. With my cats, though, you know how it is. Cats usually determine when love happens. No, I do that because I don't always want to pet the damn cat. Glad I'm wearing pants, or this would hurt. This would hurt. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion.
What's your favorite line that you said?
All right. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Yeah, labels. Well, I'm going around right now. The big one seems to be toxic. Labels to me is also name calling. You know, as a person in recovery and a person that needs to, you know, follow the rules. I mean, you can tell an alcoholic when they've got it because we will go out of our way to kind of follow the rules, right? Because we understand we're not specialized, we're not individualized. Now we are individuals, absolutely, but without the group, I mean, we're really not going to survive. So understanding that, I feel, is pretty important. But let's go to Google. This is not something that is actually in the big book. It might be somewhere. To label someone is to describe them using a word or phrase, usually in a way that is not fair. Okay. Is it fair to call me an alcoholic? For me, yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't care. Don't call me a drunk. Yeah, actually, I prefer alcoholic over drunk, but I'll take drunk too. I don't mind. You know, it's just a word. It's kind of a label to describe me. Drunk seems more fun, right? So I don't mind. One that I do not like: alcohol use disorder. No, I have a mental illness. Is a disorder a type of mental illness? Yeah, it is. But you know, NADAC came up with that, and it's the only thing that they've done in 20 years is call us a different name. That's it. But it's still the same thing. It's just a way to talk over other people's heads and create importance. That's all it is. Look, I can use big words. Alcohol use disorder. Okay? Try saying that to an alcoholic. Also, somebody who is alcoholic, you cannot call them alcoholic until they have said that they are an alcoholic. Otherwise, it's name calling. Yeah, it's important. That's why they came up with alcohol use disorder, so we can't call you an alcoholic. I'm not even going to go for that. You know, I'm going to say maybe you have a problem drinking. Maybe you have a drinking problem. You know, maybe you're not out of control. I don't know. I'm not the expert here. See, that person is going to need to decide that. Okay. Now, part of the reason I did this is I saw a lady talking, and I thought her talk was great. Putting yourself up on stage and acting like you're something is, well, it's something, all right. But she said she's an alcoholic, but she kept saying addict. She said, I'm not, I'm not an addict. So eventually she said, okay, I am an addict because of my alcohol. No, I wrote, you are not an addict. You are an alcoholic. The addiction to alcohol is different. We are born with it. It is entirely different. Okay, I'm not an addict. Some of us say that we're addicts, but you are not an addict. You used drugs to enhance your drinking is not addict. If you were not doing, I mean, come on, right? Labeling ourselves for something that we are not, right? This is why I have a problem with addicts coming into alcohol out AA and saying my name is Dion, I'm an alcoholic, when I'm actually an addict. You're lying. And what's the first rule here? It's honesty. It ain't gonna work. Everything you say is gonna be off. And then you're gonna start talking about your drug use. You're never gonna talk about alcoholism. I'm gonna know. And then I'm not gonna trust you. See? It matters. It very much matters that people need to get back in their own lanes. Stop using AA as your place to go when you're not an alcoholic. Okay? Now, the only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. It does not say the only requirement for membership is to be an alcoholic. It's just a desire to stop drinking. That includes sober curious. It includes any kind of drinking. Maybe you're not an alcoholic. I've seen AA help people realize that the path they were going was not good, but they were not alcoholic. I've seen it happen plenty of times. You bet. But you know what they have in their life now? The principles of Alcoholics Anonymous. Well, you know, the big book is just the Bible for dummies. So what they got is a new set of morals. Because gosh, aren't they children of God? See, we help those people, you bet. We help people with DUIs. There's a lot of people that get DUIs. They're not alcoholic. I've worked with some of these people. I help them get through the steps. They do what they need to do so that they can have a better experience. And there you go. And a lot of them still don't drink. They're like, I'm not an alcoholic, but it does me no good. They don't get the obsession like we do, right? Labeling can be a type of cognitive distortion, which is when someone's mind convinces them of something that is untrue. It can also be an extreme form of overgeneralization where someone is assigned a fixed trait based on a single characteristic or behavior. This kind of happened to me the other day. I was talking to somebody about what was going on, and this person is important to me, but I don't like going to them because whenever I have good news, they always say something. And out of the blue, they bring up Trump. Okay. And they're very Democrat. They bring up Trump. It had nothing to do with what we were talking about. I'm not even political. I'm like, you just fucking labeled me. Don't do this. And so I didn't go off, but I started talking about my views. Well, they didn't want to hear it. They said, "Oh, wait a minute, no politics." I said, "You opened the door. If this was a court of law, you would be screwed." This is a core lie. You'd be screwed. You just labeled me. I'm not Republican. Okay? I'm not. Okay? I'm not getting into politics. I'm saying, see how easy we can label. Oh, they're with the way they're talking, they're Republican. No, fuck you. Stop labeling. You know what labeling does also? It creates division. Well, when I was in high school, I was a stoner. I was a jock. I was this. Were you? I wasn't anything. I didn't fucking fit in anywhere. I didn't fit in with the stoners either, or the party people, or whatever you want to call them. I didn't fit in with them either. I fit in with whoever was fucking crazy, and that comes in all styles, man. That'd be jocks, stoners, geeks. I'm actually not a stoner. I'm actually a geek. I'm a geek. If you would, hold on, got a cat fight. Just a little one. Are you that bored? The one that's bored is picking on people. All right. So we can't divide ourselves up, man. Labeling can be harmful and can cause the persistence of negative stereotypes. It can also negatively affect self-esteem and hold people back. You know, you're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. Did you know for the longest time I thought I was stupid? I did. I thought my intelligence was lower than average because that is what I was told. You're just not very smart, are you? So when I graduated a year before the rest of my class in the 97th percentile, I threw it in their face. I'm not. I'm actually very, very intelligent. I'm also extremely manipulative. See, I was told that because I didn't get good grades. I didn't get good grades because I didn't want to. I didn't fucking care. I'm bored. I was so bored. I'm like, why are you people asking these stupid fucking questions? It's right there. She's already told us 10 times. What is wrong with you? So I had plenty of time to think about how I was going to kill y'all. Because I was treated different. I already had it. I already knew it. I knew this shit before they said it. Right? So you know what they did? They put me in the learning disability class. I have a learning disability. They put me the wrong way. I should have gone up. And I was a year younger than everybody in my class. That's an alcoholic for you. Absolutely it is. It's a black sheep. Labeling or using a label describing someone or someone in a word short phrase. For example, the label criminal may be used to describe someone who's broken the law. Labeling theory is a theory on sociology which describes labeling of people to control the identification of deviant behavior. Oh, shit. Attaching a label to ourselves can negatively affect our self-esteem. I'm an asshole. Yeah, I'm an asshole. I talk about this all the time. You're labeling yourself. And then you will become that person. Right? There's a person that we know in a noon meeting, and he calls himself an asshole in the meeting. And guess what he is? He's an asshole. Everybody considers him an asshole. You know what? He will be all of his life an asshole. Doesn't that suck? Is that what you want? And then they revel in it. This is called bad attention is better than no attention. And it is the refusal to grow up. Okay. Yes, I'm still a Toys R Us kid, but I have to be appropriate about it, don't I? Okay. I can't be the disruptive kid in school anymore. So don't do it in the AA meetings. Okay. Don't do it in the AA meetings. And attaching a label to other people can cause persistent negative stereotypes. Do you know what that does for us? This is bad for us. Very, very bad. Why? Because labeling leads to anger, and then anger is going to lead to what? Resentment. But you're going to justify it because that person's toxic. No, you're an asshole. See? See how all that worked? See how none of it worked? All the name calling. Oh, you're not. Even then I call you a name for calling somebody else a name. See, it doesn't work. I just fell right into it, right here. Are they an asshole? Well, you're acting like one, so it's hard for me to. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to get that. What does label mean for a person? What does it mean when a person is labeled? If you say someone or something is labeled as a particular thing, you may mean people generally describe that way, and you think that this is unfair. Oh, what is labeling? Also, it's gossip. Now, there might be sometimes when you call your sponsor a closed mouth friend to bitch about somebody else, but if you call them, the solution is going to be about you. We're going to stay away from the labeling. Well, they're sick. I can't even do that. That's labeling. That's sick. You know what they are? A child of God. It's all they are. Why can't we just be children of God? And is Dion an alcoholic? Yes, he is. Is that a label? It is. Yet, it describes in general of who I am. And what does it mean if I say I'm an alcoholic? Don't offer me alcohol. That's all that means to the world. It means that if that person drinks alcohol, they will probably try and destroy your life. Yeah. See, I've only had this happen a few times. People don't ask me to drink. I don't put myself in positions where people would ask me to drink. I don't, I'm not in a position where that happens a lot, but it's happened. Okay. I get rude. I'll just get fucking rude, or I'll make it funny. You want to drink? No, I don't drink. Are you sure? Why don't you drink? All right. Now, if I drink that, what I'm going to do is eventually, by the end of the night, I'm going to take you and I'm going to beat the shit out of you, and I'm going to go screw your girlfriend. They don't ask another time. Welcome to my boundary, because that's something possible. I'll just pick the worst thing that could happen to them. And like, if you want me to drink, that's what's going to happen. Is that what you want to see tonight? Okay, me either. So don't fucking ask. If you ask me again, I'm going to kick you in your fucking nuts. You got it? Good. I'm glad you got it. Okay, we're on the same page. All right, now we can have a good time. Very much. Okay. It's strong boundaries, man. Strong boundaries. What are you afraid of? That person's not going to like you anymore? Well, it's clear that they don't give a fuck about you because they don't care about your alcoholism. And I'll tell you what that is. Misery loves company. If there's somebody in your life that wants you to drink and drink and drink, is because they are miserable, and it means that you were probably drinking. You were probably the indicator that they were not an alcoholic. And they want you to drink again so that they can continue justifying what it is that they're doing. And that's what it is, because that's how alcoholics work. Even with the best of intentions, that is an alcoholic mind. Okay. So how do we get away from labeling? Man, that's going to be tough. Okay. Love and like. Love and like. Okay. Now, just like anything else, labeling can be good, can it? If these words matter, then don't we just need to switch what we're saying, how we're saying it? Now, you can't say you can't run around going, I'm not an asshole, because your brain's just going to take the word not out, because that is a negative incantation. And your brain will hear, I'm an asshole. That's what happens. I guarantee you. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. You're sick. That's exactly what you're saying to your brain. No, I feel healthy. I feel good. I'm doing well today. I'm a pretty nice guy when it comes down to it. That's the opposite. That's the opposite. So when it comes to other people, for me, loving is easy. It's real easy for me to do. I have found the spot where I can give love to anybody because that's what God wants from me. But I tell you now, it doesn't mean I like you. Like is much different. Like is like a friendship to me. Okay. Yeah. So when there are people that are disturbing me, right? Amber, you're here. So I was in a meeting and it's a noon meeting and I'll only go to the weekend ones now. And there's a guy from the weekday meetings coming and he's trying to disrupt that meeting. He's tried twice with me now. He tried yesterday while I was chairing and overdid it. And no, these are little jabs. And if you think I don't know, I mean, come on. This is how I know quality over quantity, right? I know the revenge, and I'm being so overly nice that it's almost funny. It doesn't bother me. It was about a double dipping thing. And then they were like, well, I know I have my 3 minutes. And I let them have another minute. I let them. I'm like, if you're going to act a fool, I'm going to allow you to do it. I know other people, why did she get it? Because this is why, okay? Because he's going to learn his lesson. He's going to learn his lesson from that. And it ain't going to be from me. No. The consequences of things like that are not good. Okay. Now, am I going to think, well, karma will get him? No. Okay. So I'm nice to him. I even call on him. You bet. You want to know why? Because aside from doing that shit, his shares are great. He's got good shares. He helps people. He's got enthusiasm for the program. See, I see that too. So what am I doing? I'm encouraging that part. So people that I don't like, I encourage their good parts. And that helps me not get into resentment. It helps me not label them. It gives me more patience and tolerance. It took me a little while to get there, but it can be done. So, all right. That's going to be it because I do kind of want to get things set up so I can do some cleaning because come 225, I ain't going to be up there. See, football is when I clean my room and do the laundry. It actually more of a chore thing than just anything else. It's what I do. I got to keep busy. I make the bed. I change the sheets. I vacuum. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need to necessarily see the TV as long as I can hear it. I can tell by the crowd what's happening. So, all right. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank you everyone being Amber for being here. I appreciate it. And yeah, Grapevine will do that to you. Yeah, there's amazing fucking stories out there. There really are. And done the right way. See, the thing is, when you tell your story and people don't know who you are, it can turn into something else because you don't have the fear of some things. Hi, Ingrid. Hi. I'm sorry. I was just ending. And I do kind of need to end. So, we're all, the rewatch is certainly available. So I apologize. Yeah, I know because a lot of people, it's only been 15 minutes because Dion goes an hour. Yeah, today's going to be 25 minutes. So. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. I love you.